All right, this is Daytime Today Live, March 23rd, 2022. And for YNR fans, I'm about to shit on your parade. Yes, I am. I'm James Lott Jr., your host. I am here. It's hot in Los Angeles. It's actually warm in my house. Not as warm as it could be. I have some curtains. I didn't close all my curtains. I wanted to have some sunlight come in, but I am a little warm today. So maybe that's part of it too. Okay, I'm going to do this, kids. I'm not even sorry. So people, we can't have nice things. We can't have nice things. But apparently, someone leaked out who the mystery person was going to be on Y&R. They leaked it out before its time, and so I guess, luckily, I hadn't seen anything. I hadn't seen nothing yet. I hadn't seen anything, but they leaked it out. And today, I saw the Y&R promo. We can't have nothing nice. So, spoiler alert if you don't know this already, but Y&R fans, Diane is back. And back in the form of Susan Walters. I know folks are praising it. I'm not. Sorry, I'm not. So, what are my thoughts? Immediately, my first thought is another Back from the Dead story from someone. Now you gotta think of this whole story. Why were they not back? Why were they gone? She's Kyle's mother. Yeah, there's all kinds of, yes, she has ties to people, Jack and Phyllis and all that. But somehow she's gonna be involved in this storyline with this story, the chemo story. That's apparently it is. The promos are out now. So it's not even a secret anymore. The promos are out today. Why not put out the promos? The original bit, the OG bitch is back or some shit like that. So Diane's alive. That means Nikki and Deacon are exonerated from that whole situation. But see, my thing, the Back when Dead storyline is not even my problem with the storyline. I'm going to tell you, you probably don't even know what we think. You probably have no idea what you think my problem would be with the storyline. I know Ken's excited, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to poo-poo on all you guys who are excited. Here's my initial thoughts. You had an opportunity to bring on Asian American characters on Daytime. We don't have that many. Lydia Look is making everyone happy over at General Hospital as Selena Wu. This new chick who played Daisy on GH is now playing Allie on Y&R. So far, folks are happy. They sprinkle in Mr. Shin, the guy who plays him on Days. Just sprinkle him in. Why I'm not excited is because instead of giving us Chemo and his daughter, which would give Jack still give Jack lots of story, and have an Asian Abbott back in Port Charles, because on Daytime we have a dearth of Asian actors. We get another person, as much I'm trying to say this without being super offensive. We get yet another character who's not of color, brought on the canvas, like we don't have plenty of those running around. And the guy who plays her son, the character who plays her son, is not even on the show. He just comes on every once in a while. He's not even on the show regularly. So the storyline, which should be majorly about Kyle, should be in there. You know, we need another, basically we have another white woman come back on the show. Like there ain't enough white women on Young and Restless. I'm just like, okay, you don't think Chemo's dead? Great. Well, will we see him? I'm like, if she has him somewhere and brings him back on too, and he's not dead, then that would actually, I would feel better about this story. I'm sorry, I'm pushing. I know, I know it must seem the last like 6 months or so, all I talk about is race on soaps. And I am talking about it a lot because I feel like in 2022, we need to have diversity. I'm tired of tolerating just whatever I get. You guys at home, you guys on the chat, you can be fine and not worry about it. I personally am offended by it. And I also create content, and so does Candace, maybe audio, but we create content that's multiracial and multicultural on our shows. So we put our money where our mouth is. I put my feelings where my mouth is. My shows are all very diverse. And I also show my actors in all of the promos that I do. So you see who's playing the people on my shows, and it's very diverse. And Candace on her show, which I will not mention, same thing. They have very diverse casts. So I'm just kind of like, I may seem like I'm just poo-pooing everybody's parade about this. I get as a writer, it can make some fun and make some sense, but I'm going larger than that. I'm just like, why are we all just, and this is why soaps just do what they do. And when some of these same folks in here or out there talk about, well, why don't we have any gay people? Or why don't we have any of this? And I'm just like, well, everybody just accepts it. Then that happens. Then nothing happens. Okay, so Kyle's back. Great. Okay, he's back too. Okay. We got enough white men on that show too. Okay. Meanwhile, half the other people on the show don't get a storyline who are of color. Can we make sure that Imani and Amanda have a storyline? A real storyline? Let's make sure we keep Lily up front and Devon. Are we gonna make sure those stories will still be up there? Can we make sure Nate has a storyline after this whole Ashland thing falls out? Elena has no storyline. She's beautiful, talented, everything. We barely see her. As a talk to Nate. Yeah, let's bring back somebody who was killed off the show, and that's gonna be, So for me, I'm not excited. Sorry. You guys can be excited and have a good time with that. Obviously, I'm gonna watch, and I'll obviously give my opinions on the show every Sunday here on JLJ Media. But I'm just like, I'm tired of just tolerating whatever I'm getting. We need to demand more. And I was watching Days of Our Lives yesterday, and I was busting up at the storyline with Will and Sonny and Chad and Abigail and Leo. Hilarious. And you know what? And they had Chad and they had Sonny and Will hugging and kissing each other. And I was just like, this is what we need to see on daytime television. This is what we need to see more of. Just make it regular. Days of Our Lives actually right now is probably the most diverse soap opera that you can, that's great. Actually, I don't understand why you asked me that question. Did I feel this way about Adam coming back? I don't know what that has to do with that. I don't understand the question. I'm just saying that in this case, it involved Asian story, half Asian story. And so far, it's been told by the white person perspective. We finally got Allie, but because Luann is dead, they haven't shown the mother. I mean, so far, it's just been one Asian and mostly a whites in the story. Because so I'm gonna go back to Days of Our Lives. Days of Our Lives so far is the most diverse soap right now. They literally, you see everybody. They have Eli is a big story now. It's an umbrella story, and Chanel's part of several stories. They literally are giving us a well-rounded, for the most part. Gabby's the major storyline, and she's Latina. Yes, they could do some stuff better on there. That's another story. I'm over the devil at this point. I'm tired of the devil. But in terms of looking on screen, they use their veterans, they use the newbies, everybody in between. So far, I give Days credit. and they won an award for their writing recently. So I'll give it to them. They have humor and silliness and seriousness, and I mean, I'm in. I feel like that's how you do it. But I just feel that this storyline, which was centered around a character who was half Asian, or you say Amerasian, or however you want to use it, mixed race, that there was an opportunity. There are many, many beautiful, wonderful, I'm sure, male Asian actors who could play on daytime. I just think I do this. I think it is. So I'm like, yeah. So I'm just saying, but the other problem I have with this too, like I said, is someone leaked out who was going to be. So can we have anything nice? We can't just wait. Can't just wait and see what happens. So now Young Restless has to promote it because it's already out there. I feel bad for them. They wanted to have a secret. They were building a mystery, and now suddenly it was cut. I would have loved to have so here's my other side is I would have loved to see her just walk in. You're like, Diane? No, it's not gonna happen like that. We can't have that. We can't have nothing nice. I am shocked that Bold and the Beautiful so far has their twist is still a secret. They got me watching every day to see what happens. I'm shocked that no one's giving it away. And on that note, I will say something positive. And that's congratulations, happy 35 years. Catherine Kelly Lane liked and responded to my tweet about her. She is the queen of the Bold and the Beautiful. So all you Brooke Logan haters, that means she did a great job for 35 years. But stop attacking the actress. That is so immature and wrong. No matter how you feel about Brooke Logan, Forrester, Maroney, what doesn't matter. She's done a great job, and she is carrying on the torch from Susan Flannery. She's the queen. She's a daytime legend. She's an icon. And she's a very nice person. Her and her partner, Dom, are great. I've been to Ben Hart many times. I know them. They know me. Very nice people. So yes, Candace, happy anniversary, KKL and John McCook. Everybody over there. And I'm gonna say this. Candace asked me a question, which I don't understand what the reason that question was for, but I will say this. I can do something that relates to it in terms of casting. I was not as heavily outspoken. I am now very outspoken when I hear a new character is coming on a show. I look at their age, I look at their size, I look at their race, I look at everything to see who they're hiring. When I hear about people in reoccurring roles, I have friends who get like a under 5. I have a friend who got under 5 recently, and get them. I look at everything. I look at the background. I look at the background of shows. Who's in the background? I look at everything now because I've been doing these opinion television shows for 7 years. I look at everything at this point. So when I see a hire, I go, okay. And I do look at the writer's perspective. I look at okay, well, they want to bring this character back on. Okay, let's bring him back on, see what's going on. But I think also needs to be sprinkled with diversity. And that's what I do speak out and look at all. So yes, I look at when I hear a hire, period, a casting choice, I can see who it is and what role they're playing and see what's going on. And yes, I do comment. See, my thing is about another Back from the Dead story. As I went further into it, it was a color issue. Then we get a Back from the Dead story of a white person versus a character who's Asian just coming back from being gone. And we don't, and again, we don't get diversity. To me, it's two separate things. Back from the Dead is one thing, which has been overdone. But the other thing is, it was more of the race thing. I'm going race today, Candace. I'm going full racial. I'm going that direction. I just think it's important. I think it's just really important. We need to have black. Half folks just chat we're black, and we watch our soaps. We support the soaps. Aren't you tired of not seeing yourself represented on television? I know I am. I know I'm tired of it. You know, I love my soaps. I don't want them off the air. I want the 4 I have left still on the air. I watch all 4 of them. But I have issues with them when it comes to diversity of sexual orientation and of race. Now, not just black, but like Asian, Hispanic, indigenous. It's just something. We're in LA. There's a million actors. A million actors out there trying their best to get a job. And I guess my thing is making sure that we get the opportunity as everybody else who's not black. And there are a lot of actors I know who want. Tony Moore wants to be on it. Wants to be on Days of Our Lives. They won't pick him. Now, if he were hot and white, would he be on the show? I don't know. It's the question. I don't have no idea. I just think that it's whatever they present to the world, it makes all the difference. People think soaps don't mean anything. Soaps do mean something. They're on during the daytime. Now, see, the rest of daytime is very diverse when you think about it. The game show hosts, there are white ones, there are black ones, there's women, there's men. Children's programs on daytime, they're very diverse these days. Very much so. I'm just saying, I'm like, you know, my thing is like this is all part of daytime. And I keep hearing these things like, well, the Midwest. I know people from the Midwest. And a lot of them really don't care. They just want a good soap opera. I hate that they are pushing a narrative that the middle of the country is racist. They should be offended. Because I go to the middle of the country, I mean, see, before COVID, also before chemo, that's chemo, the character. Before COVID, I used to go to the Midwest all the time to my family. I really never had problems. Most problems I have are on the coasts, the West and East Coast and the South, but not the rest. You're asking what happened to Marcus. Well, what happened to our buddy Aaron D. Spears, who played, who was ousted as Bill's right-hand man, was working for the Foresters. Where's he at? I know he's been filming a few things here and there, but I mean, like, that's not because they don't use him. I mean, people had a whole host of black folks. But at least they still got some, and some are in front of the storyline, so I can't really complain that much because they actually have some. Now, that's like you're saying, where are the gay guys? It's a fashion place, and there are no gay guys. But the models they use are diverse. They have black and white, and they're very beautiful, and they're very diverse. So, I get B&B some points. They have one of the waiters is black, at Il Jardin, who has speaking part, who delivered the champagne. He black. We had a white bartender. I mean, so I'm like, so I can't complain too much about Bold and Beautiful. And I won't today because it's their anniversary. So I'm not gonna shit on the anniversary. Made the show. I'm not gonna shit on that. GH got a whole gaggle of black folks, and in all various states. So, I mean, they're there. I mean, I said we got Selena Wu, who we love, and Brad. I'm not gonna get to the whole Latino thing. We already had that discussion. So they're all kind of around. And then you go back to wide R. So I don't know. I'm just always going to speak out. Doesn't mean I don't want to watch my soaps. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to not watch my soaps. I'm going to continue supporting them and watching them. But at the same time, I am dedicated to bringing out things that I think should be brought out, as we talked about. I just think it's just we just take whatever they give us, we just take it. And I said, a lot of folks in this chat room, you're Black, like I am, and we watch these shows faithfully. We give them our time and our attention, and because of ads, we're giving them our money. And we should be much more diligent and vigilant on what we see on our TV screen and what we're watching. And prior time, they're getting better. They're doing it. Streaming's doing it. It's like everywhere else is doing it. I don't understand why daytime needs to be so rough about that. But like I said, the other issue is we can't even have surprises anymore. And that part's sad too. And I feel bad for Y&R for that, because they can't even have a surprise. Especially when they were doing it so well in terms of building it up. Could you just imagine if we had known and just all of a sudden, my jaw would have dropped. I still would have talked about it like this, but my jaw at least would have dropped. I didn't expect that coming. How can you do Back from the Dead if there have been no Asian folks? I don't understand that. I'm sorry. Clarify that question. I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't understand that question. And again, soaps killing off Asian characters. They killed off Homegirl on the other show too. To me, no reason. Well, here's the thing, Terrell. Let's all be real. Nobody wants to see anybody. Don't see anybody who they think is not attractive. Now, I'm all for attractive bodies. I'm all for attractive, but there's attractive in all forms. That guy on Dave's shit, he's hot. I always forget his name. Somebody in chat, I'm sure can get his name. They pull him out every once in a while for a board meeting. I'm like, why isn't he on the show? He's hot. He clearly can act. Like, why isn't he a regular? There are Asians in the Midwest and Salem, I'm sure, in the Midwest. I'm just curious you guys to think about it. You don't have to agree with me. I'm just curious you guys think there's something to chew on because it's not talked about. That's all. Oh, no. So, no. Okay. I must have misspoke. What I meant to say, if I said that, I'm saying it was Back from the Dead, white person versus not bringing on another Asian person. So they killed off Chemo off camera. So he could come back from the dead because apparently he's killed off. So why isn't him doing the texting and gaslighting his father? So if I go your direction, Sandy, then there's your answer. If they killed off Chemo, so if he comes back, he's come back from the dead. Or his mother, Luann, was on the show, died. She'd come back from the dead. So there's your answer, Sandy. I don't understand what you're saying, but there's your answer. They had some characters that were on the show that were on the show. So there you go. So there's your answer. So yeah, there you go. Yes. But my question, I think maybe the way I said it is not really the point. My point isn't really bringing the Back from the Dead storyline is not really my point. Actually, that's not even my point. Yes, One Life to Live did all the Jewish, Muslim, Christian stuff on that show. Yes, and it was done really well. Okay, so well, they can get a different Jack. I mean, get different chemo. It doesn't matter. They're the same age. Okay, so my thing is, Back from the Dead thing has been done. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just saying that we're getting that story in place of this Asian story or a character with Asian characters. That to me is two separate things, but we're getting that instead of this. And it's part of the same story. That's what I mean by that. I wasn't doing an and or. It's more just like we're getting this instead of this. And just asking people to look at it. Just go, is that really the way to go? The writers clearly think that's the way to go. So they're going that direction. But on this side, it's like folks really wanted Chemo to be alive. We hadn't seen him in years. And there was an opportunity to have him on this. There's an opportunity. So if he's not really dead, which is very true, he could totally be out there somewhere. We'll have to watch this Diane story, see where it actually falls. Then I guess we there you go. Okay. So make sure I clear it up. So far, it's not about that. And again, find another actor. The thing about this is, like on Blackish, Lawrence Fishburne and Anthony Anderson are only 9 years apart in age. They do it all the time. They do it all the time. As somebody mentioned earlier, the Jordan TJ thing. In real life, the actresses have always been close in age to the actor. I agree with you. You should find somebody different. But I think there you go, Shanika. It really is an alley story. It's centered around Jack. Shanika, I will go with you on that one. It is. It's actually centered around Jack. That's what I'm saying. Actually, even better, that they really could have. They could really have had opportunity there. So thanks for bringing that up. That's actually a good point. But I will say, with that, Peter Bergman has been killing it. I was he is one of the greatest actors of our time. He has been killing that storyline. I praise it on our shows. I am all in. Mm-hmm. I was asking you just to. Each actor who played Thor, I'm doing this. That happens too. Yeah, that stuff. See, for me, doesn't bother me. I'm like, okay, some of that stuff doesn't get to me. It doesn't. We all have our things, right? We're all laughing and stuff about this, but some things don't bother me. Age stuff, okay. Jordan's super tall. The new Jordan's super tall, or everybody just shrunk. I don't know what's going on. Makes me laugh, but I like her. I like her. soaps have, and TV shows, not just soaps, TV shows have a lot of things that, was the casting happen. And there's some great casting agents. And a thing, again, they find these amazing actors. I was supposed to say, like my shirt. Thank you. This is actually from General Hospital. I got this shirt 5 years ago from Frank Valentini. It was one shirt he gave us. Yeah, there you go. John McClick and Ron Moss. Yes, another one. Yeah, Principal Day is hot. He is hot. Principal Day is hot. You must have saw my other show. I did a special Bold and Beautiful rewind today, live this morning. It's out there now. Get some drink. It's out there now. You can watch it anywhere. Listen to it. It's all there. So it's out there for you to watch. I showed you all my swag, my Bold and Beautiful swag. It was fun. Yep, Sean's gone. Oh, yeah, another black eye out the door. Bye. I mean, it's just, I'm just like, and I'm not opposed to white actors. Not even that, that's not even at all. I want to make sure to get that clear. I just want diversity. That's all. And when certain choices are made, they seem innocuous. But you think about going, well, was it the right choice to make? Is that the choice you make because it's always been made that way? So you just continue making it that way? Or could we really have some really thought in there? And I know it comes to the writers in terms of who they want to write for. And I get it, story, right? Sean on GH have had tons of storyline potential. And for whatever reason, we will never know, they decided not to. That's it. And we have to accept it. Now, if he was the only black person on TV, we have a story. But it's just one of those things. And I always just want people to think about the choices, like what we make certain choices. Yeah, he chose to leave though, but we don't know. We don't know. I don't know. You don't know. We don't know all the ins and outs that led to the decision of him leaving. There is a lot that goes on behind the scenes that there's some things I do know, and there are other things I don't know that go on behind the scenes that lead to folks leaving. Also, some people are very gracious when they leave and are just very nice. They don't want to burn bridges. They don't want to do anything. But you never know what's really going on behind the scenes. There are some folks who choose not to speak out. There's some that do. Some of your favorite actors who are on shows are going, why won't they bring me back? There's reasons why many of them are not back on those shows. The soap opera is not going to say anything. They're not going to be like, this is why you're not bringing them back. I'm not going to do that. You're not going to say that. That's not what they do. So I'm just saying, folks, don't always believe what you see and read all the time. You believe some things, but not everything. Like I said, personally, because I know too much of things and how this business works. And it's like any business, things happen. But this person could have gotten other things in the fire because they had no story for them. Everybody has guarantees, so I understand that part. And guarantees mean they each have a certain amount of shows that they're guaranteed to work. And writers write to that. And so, somebody mentioned Carolyn Hennessy. Well, Carolyn Hennessy busy because she isn't full-time on General Hospital. For whatever reason, they won't have her on full-time. And there you go. But she stay busy. She's on Studio C, she all kinds of stuff. I'm saying, folks, we just, we don't know everything. Candace and I both know what things can happen behind the scenes of a show. Trust me. You never know. You never know. So I'm just saying, there's some folks are very diplomatic and nice about things, and that's what they do. So, and which I'm gonna write one day. I'm gonna write something. Trust me. I'm gonna write something else one day. Trust me. We're gonna go further down the line. I got all kind of journals and juice. If somebody broke into my house, they'd find all kind of stuff. Oops, I went away. Trying to find me. There you go. Well, you know what I mean? It's like this. I'm letting you guys know. A lot of soap fans, not saying you guys, a lot of soap fans don't know this is the business. This is the business of show, and a lot of stuff goes down that you just wouldn't believe. Trust me, you would not believe. Now, and so, and actors, they're a business. Every actor is basically an entrepreneur. It's their own business, and they have to find work. And it's expensive. Gas, $8 out here. Los Angeles, $7 out here. We were driving to some part of LA that wasn't even that expensive yesterday, and it was at $6, $7. You gotta pay for gas. You gotta pay for food. I was trying to find a steak in the refrigerator at the store, and it was like, they were all like $10, $12 for steak. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's crazy. We gotta make money, folks. We make money, honey. Actors want to act. They want to act. So that's what I'm saying. When so some of them move on to other stuff, and there's opportunities out there on streaming, and there's opportunities on other services. And that's why you'll see Tosha's story. So, where Black folks are. Where's Maya? I mean, nice, Maya. Well, here was Maya too. Where's Naya on Young and Restless? Love her. Tosha is great. She's on the Oval. They just got an Oval. Just got picked up for seasons 4 and 5, I believe. So she's working over there. She loves doing both, but when they don't call, she's over here doing this. But she got to put food on the table. I know strippers. Everything's expensive now. Everything is expensive, and they gotta make some money. So again, I say ain't nothing going on but the rents. You got to have a job if you want to be with me. I love that song. That's my song. You guys have no idea. That's my song. Win Guthrie, may she rest in peace. But seriously, why are you over here slinging my wares on this show? I'm slinging my Patreon. I'm slinging my TikTok. I'm slinging my music, my books, my podcast. The new episode of Jet Boy is out today. I do these shows so I can make some money, folks. I ain't just sitting here for shits and giggles. I gotta make money. Okay, I wish I could go skinny because of food prices. I wish I could go skinny. I was out my garden today. I could sit out there all day. Why am I on this? This is just shit talking to you people because I enjoy it. But also it helps me with my career. We're all out there trying to make it rain. Hello. It is not easy. Because I know. That's why I didn't do 30 seconds, girl. I know when to stop. I know when to stop. It's 30 seconds usually. In all seriousness, Tavi, thanks for your name. Hi, Tavi. I have no for or against either Alex Downey or Susan Walters. I don't. And Maura Westplater too. I don't have any feeling for them. I mean, each one did their job, and so I don't have a feeling. Unfortunately, I don't have a feeling for any of those. So yeah, I mean, but that's just me. But you guys are excited. Be excited. Have fun. I'm just saying. At the same time, just think about it for a second. Just think about the choices that are being made on your TV. I know adulting sucks. Actually, I have a mug that says I don't have it over here. So I'm sorry to rain on people's parades, but I'm going to be doing this for the rest of my life because it's just very important. There are actors out there. There are writers. There are producers. There are people out there wanting to be in this business. and they're working very hard to be in this business, and they're taking jobs, they're driving Ubers and working in restaurants and doing things they don't want to do it. And so we can't let our love for the soaps cloud what's out there when it comes to choice. And so you guys don't have to do it. I will always do it. So I will always call it out. And if people don't like it, that's just doesn't like it. You know, so I don't know. Anyway, that's all for today. I think I did enough ranting for now. I want to come on and talk to you guys. And, you know, again, we love our soap operas. We want them to survive. And I think you guys can agree, we just want the best. We want the best soaps on the air as possible. And that's all. That's what I'm looking. I'm looking for what can we have so that everybody is dancing for now. That's me. So we have right under Brown Brook, right? I just want what's best for television for all of us. So that people who watch soaps feel included and you can see some of yourself on there. And it's nice. That's all. I love you guys. Happy birthday, happy anniversary to Bold and Beautiful, from the folks over there, from the staff to the crew, to Eva, the PR person, to Casey, everybody over there. I'll be watching every single day of the show.